Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I have 3 replays for you in the tier 8 premium tank, the Wind of Arrakis, which is the part of the World of Tanks and the Dune Part 2 collaboration. So this tank is quite unique and one of a kind really, licensed tank by the way, and you can pick it up in the store at the moment. You can get the bundle, which is about 15,000 gold. In that you'll get the tank and you get all these commanders, camouflage and emblems and stuff. That's all part of the Dune package, or you can just buy the tank on its own for just over 10,000 gold. I just bought the tank itself just because, well, I've never watched the film Dune, if I'm honest, and I didn't really need the commanders or anything like that, so I just wanted the tank. Just a little sort of something for people to know is that if you do the op, there's an op on. If you do the op, you can basically get 15% off if you complete that op. So it might be worth just saving your gold and a bit of time. Just get the op done and then purchase the tank there. If you've not got much gold and I don't know, finances are a bit tight, might be worth doing that, if you want the tank but just want to save a little bit of money on it. So we'll go over some stats as we usually do, and you'll see top forward speed is 55 kilometers an hour, reverse speed of 20 kilometers per hour, internal fire chance 15%. You've got 1300 hit points. You have 322 steel concealment with 349 on the move, and then you've got 499 meters of view range. The tank itself packs a 120mm gun, and you will have you have 9 degrees of gun depression, but we'll go into that shortly. 10.94 second reload time, 0.27 accuracy, 1.84 aiming time. You've got AP and heat with HE, 40 rounds in your ammo capacity. You've got 230 penetration on your standard with 300 on your heat, with armor damage of 400 alpha. And you have 1,150 meters per second on your standard rounds and 950 on your heat. And the premium bonus, you've just got 150% silver bonus earn with 110 tank XP. So pretty standard for a tier 8 premium tank. So we will look at the loadout that I do for this tank. So I've gone with gun rammer, optics and vertical stabs or stabilizers. You could swap the vert stabs out for a camo net if you preferred a camo build. I just went with the vert stabs just because the gun is a little bit on the derpy side. And my perks, I've got 6 Sense, Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Steady Aim, Situational Awareness, Run and Gun, Camouflage Expertise, Snapshot and Muffled Shot. So just a mixture of camo and gun perks on there to balance it out as a medium basically. So looking at the armor profile, you can see it's a weird one because the bottom plate has a bit of armor but the upper plate is sort of thinner. It's real strange, and the turret, only the gunman that really has a thick part. You can see the sides there only have like 95mm of armor, so the turret can get penned there quite easily. Like I say, the lower plate's sort of split in half. Bottom half you can pen quite easily, but the upper part is got a thick bit of armor. But you don't really want to rely on this armor too much. It will get penned. So I would sort of probably play it a bit more of a support vehicle going forwards. And you just see the modules there, fuel tank and engine are all packed in the back, and the ammo racks, you can see there's one stored on the rear left and then sort of front and left hand side of the tank and on a bit of the floor pan. So there we go. That's all the stats done, and we'll get into the gameplay and see how this tank performs. aesthetically, I've got to say this tank looks absolutely nuts. It's yeah, it really does look good. Very futuristic, obviously. I'm surprised it did come to World War II. It's the sort of thing I would expect in Cold War. But nonetheless, we get it at tier 8. Now, a couple of features we need to talk about with this tank. This has a manual siege, not manual, automatic siege mode. And so basically the tank does have, it's got 5 degrees of gun depression, but you can hear that mechanism. That's the siege mode, which automatically activates once it gets under a certain speed. What this does is this gives you the extra gun depression, so this actually puts it up to 9 degrees of gun depression. So it's 5 without the siege mode and it's 9 with, basically. One thing else you'll notice, this is when we get shot, is the tank turns blue. It has this like this armor shield pop up. Now this is just purely for visual. There's no added bonus, no extra armor. It's not it's not overpowered. It's not rigged. It's just literally just an aesthetic of the tank, and it is quite cool, I must admit. And you'll see when we get hit sort of further on in the game what I'm talking about. But yeah, this automatic siege mode, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan. I hate automatic siege mode. This thing is exactly what you get on the STB1, the tier 10 Japanese medium tank, and it's just clunky. It's clunky. It's annoying. It's just it throws me off. And I'll sort of point out areas of the games where you can see it throws me out. The aim is sort of, it just bounces all over the place, and you need to take a couple of seconds to let it adjust. Which if you want to sort of poke and snap shots in, it's very difficult. And obviously with the derpiness of this gun as well, it just makes it even more painful, in my opinion. But anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit more sort of further in the game as and when sort of I get to points that you can see it causes issues. But for now anyway, the first replay we're on Siegfried Line, and we've made our way into the town. A bit of an unorthodox play. Now I get absolutely battered here, and yeah, I get hit by TDs and stuff that's camping on the side there. I get a bit frustrated that it's not their fault. I came charging in, they kind of unexpected, so it's not their fault, but I just sort of got a bit frustrated at the fact that it just sort of didn't get out of the way straight away. So yeah, I lost some hit points. So you can see the blue armor shield in there that comes up when I get shot. Got unlucky here that we derped underneath the King Dragon, but we bounced a shot there. This tank's got some weird angles on its upper plate, so you will get some of those lucky bounces, but like I say, don't rely on the armor too much. We managed to get a shot into the King Dragon there, and this is what we're doing. We've sort of come right into the town. We've got a smorgasbord of tanks here that we can get shots on, and this is what we're going to do. We're just going to poke and get shots off. Now the reload time is quite long, but obviously for 400 alpha it's to be expected. It's it's got a lot going for this tank, but yeah, that reload time can be a bit painful. Now don't worry, it's the video is sped up just because I had to answer the door at this point, so I kind of went a little bit AFK. But and I wasn't expecting to be dead by the time I returned back to the game, but somehow I'm alive, so I think, right, okay, well I'll just carry on. The game's kind of still fairly even. We're 2 tanks up. And we come round, we see this tier 6 tank destroyer that's on our left hand side. We get a nice snapshot into him and he gets shut down by a Borsig. We took a bit of damage in return, but not too worried because obviously it's tier 6. Take a shot from that Basotto and you can see here shot fired into the air because I didn't let like I say, you didn't let that siege mode sort of kick in. And this is the thing, I'm sort of wobbling about up and down and backwards and forwards because I'm trying to get the tank, I'm trying to get that gun depression down. I'm sort of just not giving it enough time. But now we've got the right position here. We see the stern panzer and we shut that stern panzer down. Now we're trying to see if we can get shots on this SU-130. We've racked up 3 kills now, 3.6k damage, and I'm sort of quite confident that you know, we can take this guy out. However, I'm pretty much a one-shot to this SU-130, so I kind of need to be a bit careful. But you know, seems there's him and this light tank left. Now I'm trying to get the gun down, and I dirt the floor, unfortunately. Now see this light tank, and I'm backing off here because I think this light tank's going to come in and try and get some shots into me, and I was pretty much correct there. Let the gun aim in a little bit, and we get the shot off, getting our 4th kill. And now we're just going to turn our attention onto this SU, going to get a shot in, see if we can get a shot off. He gets behind a bit of cover, which is unfortunate. We get a shot in there, but unfortunately low roll, just leaving him on 18 hit points. He gets taken out by our Canpans 105, and that brings an end to the game. So we pick up the victory there, and we come top of the board with 4 kills and just over 4k damage. With only 855 assists, but a nice warm-up game there. Get the high caliber medal and the 2nd class. So second replay now, we are on Westfield, and we're actually not on the Great Spawn, so you know, which isn't the end of the world, but you know, there's no light tanks, so I've sort of figured, okay, I've got the speed, I can get up to this hill. Even if there was a light tank, I probably still would make this play, just because again I've got this brilliant mobility, and I know I can sort of get to places quite quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna make that play up to this corner. I don't have to worry about light tank. I'm sort of focusing my gun over there anyway, just in case. You never know. Even if, you know, even if there's no light tank, you may still get the odd medium that might make that play. Also TDs as well. It's a popular, you know, it can be a popular position for TDs to play. But alas, we've not spotted anything. So you know, we're just going to continue. We've got 3 tanks slowly coming up, I think. So although at this point I'm not too worried. Yeah, we've got 1 RT on each team, so I'm thinking, well, I can, if I light anything up, I'm hoping artillery can sort of help out and hit whatever I spot over here. But anyway, we've got to our position. We've let up 2 tanks already. CST-42, which we're going to sort of get a shot into, and then there's this Tiger 2 as well. I'm just rocking backwards and forwards, just trying to make myself a little bit hard to hit. Pump another shot into the T-42 there. Now artillery is focusing on us, so we're just sort of backing forwards, you know, going backwards and forwards, just trying to sort of duke the shots and, you know, lose the spot. Unfortunately, artillery does manage to get a little bit of damage onto us, but it's not the end of the world. Wasn't too much damage taken. Get a shot into that Tiger 2 there. Artillery fires again, but luckily we dodged the shot and we only take a little bit of damage in return. Tried getting a shot into the T-42 again, but unfortunately we bounced the turret there. Now another heavy tank has come up. I think it's another Tiger 2 possibly. Or was it? I think that was the one I hit from earlier, but anyway. We get another shot into him, and that's all we're going to do, is we're just going to keep these guys lit. Artillery's focusing on us again, so I'm going to back up and I'm going to try and lose the spot. Now I'm going to switch over to the right hand side here and try and get behind these bushes, get into some cover. Aiming for the Tiger 2, trying to see if possibly we can get a shot into this cupola. We do, but unfortunately it just does module damage, which is a shame. Game is pretty even at this point. We're 1 tank down, but you know, we're still in it. And now these tanks have just gone unspotted, although we've just popped up. And yeah, we're going to get another shot into this Tiger 2 here. Fortunately, we can get the shot off without getting lit, which is great. And yeah, we're just going to rinse and repeat on this poor Tiger 2. It doesn't really seem to have a, yeah, didn't really have an escape route, and it's kind of penned in there. We've got to be careful of that IS-3 or defender that's on our right hand side, but I've seen this Type 59 in the middle of the map, and I'm going to get a shot into that guy, take the opportunities where I can. Trying to see if I can finish this guy off, but he seems to be sort of trying to get out there now. Just don't quite have enough gun depression to sort of get the shot off, and whenever I move, obviously that throws the throws the siege mode out, and yeah, it just becomes a pain in the backside. We're going to make sort of making our way over, see an opportunity to get a shot into the back of the IS. Unfortunately, we only hit his tracks. Now I'm just sort of more occupied with getting into cover, getting behind this ridge, so I can get myself safe. I'm going to try and see if I can get a shot into this Jagdpanther here. However, sort of guns being a little bit awkward. We bounce his upper structure there, which again is to be expected, but unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now we're going to turn our attention to this IS who's popped up in the middle. Unfortunately, he just stops there just as we take a shot. I thought he was going to sort of drive ahead, so we led our shot, but unfortunately he stopped just as we pulled the trigger. Now I'm just biding my time, get the shot into the side and shut him down for our first kill. Now I'm going to pay my attention back to this Jagdpanther. Got to be careful of this IS that's sort of poking up here. He's playing quite a hold down, so I'm not going to be able to pen that guy. So I've just got to be patient here. Kind of hoping that artillery will help us out and get some shots into him. But for now, I'm just going to sort of just keep wiggling backwards and forwards. The armour seems to be holding up quite well. The Jagdpanther gets a shot into us, but unfortunately we bounce him. He's on a bit of a slope. He's using his armour effectively. You know, he's sort of he's sloping and angling his armour so that it's you know, the armour's more effective when it's extremely angled like that. So, but the IS-3 is shot. The Jagdpanther turns aside and we get a shot in. We've loaded the heat now because we're sort of getting fed up of bouncing this guy, and I just want to be able to pen him. But again, I'm sort of being careful of this IS-3 that's obviously playing hold down spot. I don't want to sort of over peak and get shot in the side by him. So I'm sort of asking for artillery for help here. I just sort of want to get artillery to sort of rain some shells down on this guy, just to sort of make him go away, just so I can maybe just sort of push in on this Jag. But it doesn't seem to be happening. And again, it's just a case of just trying to be patient here. Probably just should have made a move like a long time ago. Now we see his Type 59 sort of doing another doing another push, doing another YOLO push. We try to see if we can sneak a shot in there, but unfortunately we just didn't have the gun depression, and he's just got too far out. I'm hoping this TD can get a shot into him, but it doesn't seem to be happening. So I'm sort of making a push now. Unfortunately, we shoot the guy's track, but he does get taken out by our friendly TD. Jagdpanther's poking up again. And yeah, he gets hit by someone, so we pick up a little bit of assistance for that. Now I'm sort of thinking, right, do you know what, I'm just going to go down the left hand side here, rather than just sort of wait for that IS-3 to be dealt with. It's not going to happen, so I'm just going to make a push. See this Borsig, so I'm just trying to be careful. Got artillery aiming at me as well, so I have to sort of try and be careful here. Do get a shot into the Borsig, we dodge the artillery shell, and I want to try and take this Borsig out, so I'm just sort of weaving backwards and forwards. Our artillery gets a shot into him, we dodge artillery again, we've lost our spot. However, the Borsig has just gone unlit, but again, light him up, get a nice shot into him and finish him off. The Jagdpanther, I think, gets taken out on the right hand side, so does the IS-3. And yeah, it's just this heavy tank and artillery to deal with. Heavy tank looks like he's going to go down here, which he does. So now we're just going to focus on going for the artillery, and hopefully we can get another kill, or at least a couple of shots on artillery. However, our artillery gets a lovely blind fire on him, and we're not able to finish him off, but we did get a bit of assistance there. But anyway, it brings an end to that replay. So we pick up 2 kills and 4.1k damage with 1.8k assist. We blocked 2.6k as well, which is quite nice. Picked up patrol medal, high caliber in the 2nd class, and yeah, that's it for replay number 2. So now we're going to move into replay number 3. I've been quite fortunate, really. All these games have been top tier. Haven't had that many top tier 10 games, to be fair, and The ones I have, unfortunately, didn't last long, just through silly plays or what have you. But or the maps just weren't great. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of get a couple of replays out just to sort of just showcase the tank really. I didn't have any intentions of buying this tank, to be fair, but I come up against one and I sort of see how quick it was, and I thought, well, that looks a bit of me, which sort of prompted me to buy it. I had the gold, so wasn't the end of the world. So yeah, I went out and bought him. I'm quite glad I did, to be fair. It's actually quite a nice tank. Like I say, it's just this manual siege, automatic, so it's not manual. I wish it was manual, and it should be manual. That's the thing. If I, kind of feel like if it was similar to the Kunstpanzer, where you could activate the manual siege mode yourself, then it would be great. I think that'd be fine. Or just keep it at 9 degrees of gun depression. I don't know why the siege mode was added, to be fair. It kind of didn't really need to be, if I'm honest. This tank's special enough by being licensed. It's going to be rare. It's only going to come along maybe once, twice, 3 times, and it's within the game. It's going to be quite exclusive, so I don't really see why there was a need for the siege mode, if I'm honest. And like I say, if they were going to put it on, then just make it manual. Automatic siege mode really does suck. But anyway, that's enough of slating the siege mode. We're going to get back to the game. So yeah, it's definitely a good tank in my book. Yeah, and the gun really hits hard as well, especially for tier 8. And yeah, and that's just what we're doing here. And let's say it's I'm playing it probably quite aggressive here, so I've been quite lucky to get the bounces that I've got, and I think you can do that at top tier. It's as soon as you start getting into 9s and 10s, though, you really should play the support role, play the flanks, because you've got the mobility to do that. You can get around the map, and you can get into positions where you can sort of punish the crosses, or you can relocate and punish from a different angle. It has that ability to do that. So yeah, 9s and 10s you have to definitely be careful, but I think 8s maybe you can just be a little bit more aggressive if you wanted to be, but just be careful of that turret armor, because like I say, those cheats can get penned quite easily by anything really. I think we've just been lucky because it's a new tank, no one really sort of understanding where to pen it or anything like that, so we've been quite fortunate. So yeah, we get a nice slap into that mill. We've had a good start so far. We're up to 2.4k, and we're really we're pushing the aggression on this left hand side. We're playing the ridges appropriately. Obviously with the gun depression we can do that. So yeah, I'm sort of now just wanting to sort of clear these tanks out. Again, sort of struggling with the siege mode here, trying to get the gun down, trying to get it into a point where I can get shots off. We do get a shot into that Carnarvon there. However, we take a huge shot in return from something camping at the back, probably a TD, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, we did take a massive hit there. Actually, I think it was from the it was from the wing of Arrakis on the enemy team that got a shot into us. But so yeah, we're going to sort of just try and be cautious here. We were trying to see if we could get a shot into return, but unfortunately he sort of ducks out just in time. So now we're just going to sort of try and close the distance on him, try and sort of see if we can get some opportunities for some more shots. We can see the base is getting a little bit overloaded though, so I'm sort of keeping an eye on that. I'm a little bit worried that they've got the overmatch on our base there, but I'm keeping an eye on it for the time being. No one's in the cap circle. I've just got to sort of be careful. I'm more wanting to sort of get up, see if get some information, but also try and get some shots off. However, this Leo has just turned up out of nowhere. I have no idea where this guy come from. Considering we've got all these tanks here and at the back, that guy just snuck in through the back door like a thief in the night. I have no idea where that guy come from, but he's going to get punished. And yeah, we just nice easy snapshot. That guy didn't have a chance, bless him. So yeah, nice sneaky move there, but unlucky you got took out. But maybe I should thank that guy, because he's sort of done me a favour and now sort of made me turn this way already, and I've sort of prompted me to sort of actually carry on, because the base is now getting capped. 2 people in their base. Get a lovely snapshot on that LTTB there, managing to take him out, which is actually quite good. Tier 8 light tank out the game means I don't have to worry about sort of getting out spotted sort of later on in the game. So yeah, now it's just trying to see if I'm hoping that we can get back in time. Hoping me or this light or this medium that's on the right hand side of me, I'm hoping one of us, between us, can get back to the base and get Route 6. We've got 10 seconds left. I don't know if we're going to make this. Yeah, squeaky bum time. The IS gets lit up, and yes, we get a reset there just in the nick of time. That T-34 bounced his shell, and luckily I managed to hit the lower plate at that IS. Christ, that was close. And now we've just got to deal with this Chrysler K, who goes rushing and turns his side to us, and we get a nice shot in there. It's fairly even. It's 6-4. Now I can see this Carnarvon AX is getting YOLO'd by this UDES. So I'm going to rush over. I'm going to try and help him out. I want to try and keep as many friendlies in this game as much as possible. T-34 gets a shot into him and manages to track him. We low roll quite a bit there just to leave him on 50 hit points, and that's really frustrating because he manages to take out our Carnarvon. And we weren't able to shut the guy down before our Carnarvon got took out. So unfortunately, it's just me and this T-34-3 left. 2 against 5. There's a possibility we can do it, but we've got to be careful. But it's his wing of Arrakis coming in. Our T-34 gets taken out by this light tank. We get a nice shot into him, but yeah, it's not looking good. If it wasn't for that light tank, maybe we could have been alright. We take a huge shot from that Arrakis, but we hit the wrong part of his lower plate. We hit sort of the upper half of the lower plate and we bounce. And yeah, unfortunately, that was it. Taken out, end of the game. Yeah, that could have been a close but no cigar episode right there. But it is what it is, unfortunately. But we do get 3rd place even though we lost. On the MVP screen, we took 6 kills, 5.1k damage, a little bit of assist, and we got the 1st class there. So yeah, real unfortunate ending to what was quite an action-packed game there. But yeah, that just sort of goes. Yeah, that was quite a good video to sort of show the capabilities of this tank, I think. And yeah, I do think it's worth it. It's like I say, it's a unique vehicle for what it is. Like I say, the only thing that lets it down is just that siege mode. If they'd done away with that and put it manual siege mode, or or just have it at 9 degrees of gun depression, it would have been so much better. But there we go. Can't always win, eh? Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. See you later.